What about the RuPaul drag scene?
I love RuPaul.
How do you like?
I love the living shit out of
I
it. Like,
love RuPaul.
My thing is with RuPaul, I get as drag for entertainment, but the fact that there's been a show on for like 10 fucking years where people
Love
make
it.
that much money is absurd to me. For wearing I could wear if you had heels in my size, I'd be like,
They do.
"Yes, sweetie," and
They
they'd
do.
be-
No,
have,
but
Have
like,
you seen the
is there a
drag
talent
queens?
competition or some shit?
Yes, dude, no.
Like,
there's
using
so
dresses.
there's so many genres of drag, dude. You don't even know.
Like, where's the money come from?
It's a good show. I like it.
Can I get a slicing up in this motherfucker?
Like I'm trying to go to a
Censor
drag
that.
show for real.
I
You've
just
never
feel
been to like a
No,
drag brunch
I've
or
never
anything like that?
been,
No. Hold on.
No.
It's an easy outlet for money for fucking burly gay dudes to wear
No,
dresses.
dude. No.
Whoa.
They're not burly.
Dude, you
They're
are
not burly.
You are so fucking wrong right
Dude,
now.
have you
like,
ever seen RuPaul?
Yeah, it's a good show.
RuPaul's one to start, but hold on.
He's
hold
funny.
On.
He's funny. I like him.
Me and
Do
Delaney.
you like Adore? I see you liking Adore stuff. I love Adore. Is that who you were gonna look
yes.
up? Thank you.
Hashtag at Adore Delano.
Who? I don't know who that is.
Thank
Alright, hold
you.
on.
She
I'll
she
open
was
a
on
door
RuPaul.
if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know
Adore
RuPaul.
Delano.
It's literally in my like recent searches. Hold on. Like
I know. I see you
well,
looking.
you
at
wanna
her.
Hold on to what?
She's amazing,
you
dude.
want to talk about like burly women or like
Dude,
you
that
wanna talk
recent
about
pic-
burly dudes,
that
like,
recent
showing
pic-
up, like on like
Show the pic.
Yeah.
I know.
I like
I
these
know which
burly
one.
dudes
But
in these
where is the
dresses.
talent?
not.
You know?
what do you mean? Like
I watched WWF in the early 90s, so
they're
I
not-
know
they're not
burly
burly,
dudes in
though.
dresses.
What do you mean? What part of like drag
It doesn't
isn't
bother
like
me at
talent
all.
and stuff?
I
Like,
don't know. It's just
like the
it's a
makeup
fun
that goes
show.
into it. No, the makeup that goes into it. The
It's just
hair.
the show.
I just like the drama.
the
I just like the. I like RuPaul making fun of people.
I'm gonna get it from the entertainment value, but like for like when they compete on like the show and everything.
Yeah, look at that.
Is there talent?
Lori's
portions,
showing
like,
me-
What do they rate? Like
This
how
is
are they,
RuPaul's-
like competing and getting through these. I haven't actually watched an episode.
Okay,
of
hold
the
on.
show.
wow,
House poll.
House poll.
Who here
House
has
poll.
actually watched a full episode of RuPaul's Drag Race?
I have.
I've seen every episode
two-
Hulu
I haven't
has
seen
to
every episode.
offer.
I
have
have.
seen a
I've seen
full
everything I
episode.
can up to
Yes,
date.
Josh has
like, I
seen
haven't
several
seen,
full
like, new
episodes.
stuff.
Yes, and here's Lori.
Tyler, how many
Lori's
episodes?
showing me a picture right now of RuPaul as a hot dog,
Wiener baby.
and it's a very good picture.
Now, my questions are coming from a not knowing standpoint.
No, just like
they're genuine.
This
I'm not
isn't.
shit
This
talking.
isn't. I know, but this isn't to like demean or belittle
haven't
you or
seen
anything.
any.
You haven't seen a single episode. Okay, so you don't like the show. I don't know how to describe the show, and I think that's the most interesting thing.
Well, the show
about
is
it.
just one.
It's a competition show.
Is just one concept of the drag community.
What are they doing in the competition? Like, where are they competing at? Like,
They
that's
are.
what the question is.
They are doing. Have you ever
Different
seen
tasks
America's
from
Next Top
RuPaul.
Model?
Okay, see, I
So they're
no, I
doing-
haven't either.
sometimes
but I
they
think
do-
Tyra Banks is kind of hot sometimes.
I
In
love-
the 90s Tyra Banks is hot.
So let me describe the show.
Tyra Banks is always hot, man.
Sometimes,
Break it down.
sometimes they do. So RuPaul. So the RuPaul drag show on what is it? TBS, I think.
I'm not sure which.
I don't know. I
But,
watched it on Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
It's like part of logo on there.
Anyways, RuPaul's hosting this show. It's called Drag Race. They bring in I think it's 13,
16 probably.
16.
Rounds of people.
It's,
Divisions of
anyways,
8.
there's an amount of
couple
people,
handfuls.
and they are competing in various challenges, including photo shoots, like video or like music video takes,
So
like
they're trying to,
they
like-
do interviews, like they do like practice
They're
interviews.
trying to like round out like an
They'll
all-star,
do-
like someone
yeah.
that can act, dance, sing,
And then they
like,
also
be presentable in front of public and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Now-
but also like be a drag star, like someone that can. I mean, the basis of drag is lip sync and dance, so
Yeah.
it's just like someone that can do that
and be
if they
eliminate-
personable.
yeah, and then if they come down to like the bottom two or anything like that, they go through elimination. And elimination is actually showing the true talent of being a drag star, and that's lip sync and dance.
Lip sync for your life.
Lip sync.
Yes, which is a good talent. It's a
And don't blank it up.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up.
Oh yeah, that word.
You're recording.
Oh,
You're just gonna censor this right here. Fuck.
He can censor.
One more time.
On a beep.
No.
all nut.
Can you, when you censor this curse word that I'm about to say, can you just replace it with a fart noise? 3, 2, 1.
I feel like.
I mean, you already did the fart noise. You just did the fart.
I know.
Noise.
I mean, I meant to do it
Just
the other way.
just
Yeah.
copy
Curse.
the.
talk.
You did.
Okay.
The reality show conversation. This
I'm done with that.
this might lead to a decent transition.
Listen here. Old Tyler Knutt.
First of all, look at RuPaul.
Tyler Knutt.
Oh
is
yeah,
here. Tyler Knutt is here, and
no one knows who we are, right?
No one knows who you are. First time guests
appearance
on the House Assembly.
It's
here.
just nut, man.
I'm Josh OLeary, and I'm joined with Lori.
Hi.
I'm joined with Knutt, and I'm joined with Jonnie Umami.
What up, baby?
Oh, hello.
Umami.
It's your boy Nut.
Nut and Umami are here, and we are we're deep in conversation. As you
Seaweed
can see.
rap.
And we're glad you can join us here.
I don't even know how we got on the RuPaul conversation.
Papa bless RuPaul.
Papa bless.
That's right. Papa John's bless RuPaul.
He's
I
on
did
like
a Hail Mary
he's on
for
like
some time.
pizza like I think he's doing 50 this month. He has to at least be on like 15 or 16.
he is
No, it's
sweating
almost the end of the month.
pepperonis.
Dude, I don't even realize it's the end of January. He's at least at
By
like
the time he goes on the H3 podcast, he's gonna
He's gonna fucking die soon.
he's 40 plus right now at least. 40 plus.
Dude, he's sweating like rolls of pepperoni.
Every picture I see of him this newer, just he looks more and more like a piece of pepperoni. Just
Yeah.
greasy and just fucking preserved and just dying.
Dude, I really wonder if he smells like that new like hand tossed crust that they be
Ew,
making.
he probably
like
smells like
His
garlic.
skin is
like,
probably
no
made.
lie.
Papa
Yeah,
John. You know what
crust.
Papa John should do? He should make a bite.
Ooh, bite.
You know what bite is?
no,
Have you guys
actually,
heard of
I saw
Bite?
that you
It's
guys
the new
were doing
6-second
the
video thing. Yeah, and
It's
It's
like
like Vine
TikTok's already
sequel.
over?
Superhouse
No,
Extra
it's
Extra
Vine.
made one. Yeah,
whole a Vine. What happened to TikTok?
it's the sequel to Vine.
Did you guys hop on TikTok at all?
No, we weren't on TikTok,
TikTok's
but
whack.
this Bite, this is a new app, and Papa John should get on it. You know, he should get on there and deal out some pepperonis and be like, take a bite of Papa John. And we're on there. We're saying take a bite of Slipperhouse Extra Extra. Slipperhouse Extra Extra is on there, and it's little clips, little fun clips.
Hashtag check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
I, for one, have never been much of a Papa John's supporter, you know?
Oh,
You don't support Papa?
I started off as a Pizza Hut guy and then transitioned as adulthood, you know, became a Domino's aficionado.
I like
Domino's
Domino's.
is pretty good.
I like
the Domino's, now its location though, the one I live near
We ate Domino's tonight.
where I grew up at, Domino's tonight was phenomenal.
It was
Yeah,
good.
pretty
Not
good.
quite as good as the egg, not quite as good as the egg.
Yeah,
Can vouch. Pan
yeah.
pizza
You had
from
some.
Domino's.
You had some egg there.
Delicious.
You
The
enjoyed the egg.
I would rate probably 9 out of 10. The Domino's would give like a solid 7. Now the
Okay.
Domino's near my house, near me and the other group here
Sure.
aren't quite from the same location, but the Domino's near my house happens to be slightly better. They're a little
Oh.
bit quicker.
Better than us.
Oh.
This season, no, dude.
Trying
The
to
Domino's
combine
here,
words.
the
Okay,
Okay,
Domino's
well, we're
here
gonna go
already
over to
use-
your place and we're gonna order Domino's from your place.
you-
We'll review it as well.
and we'll
Now,
see. We'll see.
I can vouch.
I'm actually
that
gonna take
Domino's-
I'll
that
take my
Domino's
9.
near ODU is pretty good.
They're so fast too. I've gone outside,
solid.
smoked, and came back, and by the time I was done, my Domino's was fucking there.
Wow.
But by the level of conversation that you had
You're
with
saying
the
it's that
delivery
quick.
guy,
Well, ours was quick, dude. It was.
We had a conversation.
and personal
Tonight. That was quick.
It was very
But
personal.
It
Sandwiches,
was very personal. He came. He had a conversation with me. We exchanged phone numbers. We're getting ready to go to a
It's
Rush
not- you
concert
know-
together.
But like when it comes down to like the pizza and like the sandwiches, man, the sandwiches. I don't
Sandwiches.
think that I've had
The Domino.
a better,
I haven't had a sandwich from Domino's.
There-
Me
I
neither.
don't-
I've never.
Get out of here.
I'll
no,
put my-
never.
Never.
You guys never had a sandwich?
the
before?
Is this a thing
the
that you're
buffalo
supposed to
chicken
do?
sandwich. Their buffalo
Is
chicken
this
sandwich.
something that like? Oh, you haven't had a sandwich from
Dude,
Domino's?
even
Like,
as
what?
basic as like the chicken bacon ranch
get a sandwich
from,
from
like,
a deli,
Domino's.
That's the
bro.
best one.
It's the best one. It fucking slaps
But
so hard.
dude. And their buffalo chicken sandwich also slaps hard as fuck. Like they're like $7. You
This
can order
is
it with your
news.
pizza.
Have you had anything outside
This
of
is
the pizzas
no.
from Domino's? Like
They're
pasta.
pastas.
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
order
they're
Domino's
pastas.
again tonight.
if you
just
get
to
it,
get a
if you get the
sandwich.
pasta in the tin,
Just to
you're just
try
wasting your
this.
time. Like the bread bowl.
What
man.
about
Dude,
their
we get
pasta
The
on
bread
the
bowl.
pizza?
They have bread bowls with the.
They're chronic,
Yeah.
dude. They're fucking. they're
the bread
bee's
bowl
knees.
is like something to be untouched. I told you I could talk about
The
fucking
sauce absorbs into the
like
bread and
delivery
becomes a
pizza
second
all
meal.
day.
Dude, I know.
You save that.
once
shit
a
for
pizza
later,
boy,
dog.
always a pizza boy.
Dude, at Panera they
meals.
have bread bowls. Like mac and cheese in a bread bowl is phenomenal.
Bread makes everything better. Everybody knows that.
Like
Yeah,
mac
I
and
don't
cheese
think
in a bread
gluten-tolerant
bowl with
Mac
a
and
side
cheese-
of bread.
yeah. You think mac and cheese in like a bread bowl is good? Like try like a whole ass,
Anything
like,
in a
chicken
bread bowl.
Alfredo. Yeah,
Try
exactly.
just put like meat in a bread in some bread.
What about a bowl in a
and I'm
bread
down
bowl?
with it.
What about
Oh,
bread in a
on
bread
top of
bowl?
bread?
No, no.
I'm
Just
down with that. Put a nice warm rye
A ceramic
inside of some
bowl inside of bread.
inside of some wheat.
A bowl
If I could get
inside
rye bread bowl from like Domino's or anywhere else, like that'd probably be the greatest thing in my life.
Like
rye,
like the rye
warm,
with the clam
like
chowder.
just warm.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I want clam from Domino's though.
Yeah, no.
I'm not.
I've actually gotten some clam from Domino's once. That's how I got the clap.
I'm not trying to get clam from Domino's.
Bro, Domino's clam ain't bad.
That's so rough.
It's all money to like, just quality ratio there. It sets right. It's no big deal.
That's so
No, dude.
It ain't bad. It's cheap. No big deal.
No, I'm not getting clam. I'm not.
I'll have clam. If they had just clam on the menu at Domino's, just like if you see it, you're like, whoa, But I'd be intrigued at the same time.
Because how do you...
They have the balls to put clam there.
How do you do that chain wide, Like, I'm talking like Nebraska, like clam on the menu. Like, I was talking about this the other day about seafood. Like, places like super inland about seafood.
What?
I'm waiting to meet you for a whole 2 hours.
Mac is here. Uh-oh, Mac appearance.
He's slow?
Yeah, it's a Mac appearance. It's abrupt. It's Mac the street cat. He is back here. He was here all day. He was hanging out with me all day. It's my day off from work, and then Mac was here, and
got scared from the vacuum.
We vacuumed earlier, and he got scared. And he was like, "Let me out. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go hunt some rats or something." And now he's back, and he's the center of attention. He comes in, and he is number one in the hood. G. Mac is good.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh yeah.
I will rate Mac a 10 out of 10 on the cat scale. He's big, fluffy, and gray. Those are all the solid, good.
He's a nice big boy. Nice big boy.
He's a good big boy. He immediately came up to Nut here, and just was like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "What's up, little kitty?" And he was all like, "Nah, I'm a big kitty."
Mac
and I was
liked
like,
him
"True."
some Nut.
Nut and Mac are,
Give a little Nut some love.
I am not wearing a wig. This is my actual hair.
So recently there's been some awards handed out, and Umami, I know that you know a little bit about what's been going on with this Grammy situation.
Oh, Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish, yeah. Billie Elish. She got some awards.
See,
and we want to know, we stated a question earlier. We were having a conversation, and I said, did she even make that music? And you said, that's a good question.
That's a solid question, actually.
And then
her brother does.
I feel like she has some part in making it.
Her brother does.
Like
everything I say right now, like if you're gonna judge me because I haven't listened to it, go for it. But I
sure.
I literally I don't understand the hype. I've listened to maybe 30 seconds of the music, and
you've listened to like a hit clip's worth.
Yeah. I just popped it in real quick.
Yeah, you popped in a nice hit clip.
Boom, Like I didn't buy the cassette.
Wasn't feeling it.
No, and I don't think it speaks to maybe like me as a person, or maybe it's my age.
That's what it is.
Solid.
But there's a lot of people in my age group that have been posting on social media.
Yeah,
about
and you're
how,
you're in the 25 to 35 demographic there.
Yeah, I'm on the other side now.
Yeah.
So it's just like, maybe it doesn't speak to me, maybe I don't understand, but I think the whole question is, like, really, who judges the Grammys in the first place? Like, to, like, a full sweep of the Grammys.
Old
like,
white people.
That's what I'm saying, the full sweep of the Grammys. Is there no other music or genres, like...
Nut, what's your take?
I have some shit to chime in there. I don't mean to intrude. This is your boy Nut, by the way, if you're curious.
We know who you are, Nut. Yeah. Just, right. I already said you could go ahead and say something.
Billie Eilish happens to have, for her age range, she started off very young. Like the first thing that I heard,
she's like 18.
She's 18 now.
Like she started. But she's been like that, right?
Like some
15.
Yeah. So some stuff she had recorded was actually immaculate. Wow. Her vocal range is above average for the majority of singer 15-year-olds. And there's a while there where music was really, really bad. So you have an entire younger generation exposed to just trash music, and anything that's somewhat actually kind of talented, they grasp onto because they're comparing it to ass, like that mumble rap shit. They're like,
no, wait.
They say ass?
No, some of that's good. Don't get me wrong.
See,
No.
See, now you're backtracking on it already.
Let's play that over again.
I'm backtracking to vocal-wise. There's a lot of that indie, weird, fucking Mumford, not specifically Mumford & Sons, but it's like that. That's
whoa, you calling out Mumford and Sons?
I don't
dude,
really
that's
like
one guy. That's one guy and his sons, dude. They're gonna come
they
after
also
you.
have to say, I don't care.
Is it literally Mumford and his Sons?
It's Mumford.
I think it might be Mumford and his boys. Is it?
His young
Or is it
boys.
the family name and sons? Of...
They're used to a very specific sound.
Like Mumford and Sons, like they own a upholstery shop.
Yeah.
When a somewhat decent
Like a
artist
truck
who's
moving.
dressing
Something.
like Action Bronson, which you said earlier, I'll give you, I'll quote you there. When you have somebody doing something that sounds somewhat different, but slightly they're not used to something of even decent quality because they're used to certain sounds that were very 2010 to 2015-ish. When music right now, I think is actually finally coming back around and becoming good, and it's just.
When did music have its lull? What years are those?
I'm gonna interject right here real quick.
Ooh.
No offense, I'm just gonna go off of what you
Hot.
just said. You want to talk about how mumble rap, and a lot of people will say this, that mumble rap has destroyed hip hop as a genre for a lot I'm remember
sure that's
telling
true.
you, I know
This is happening.
I know.
I guess good.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I'm not trying to
I might agree with that.
I'm not trying to destroy
it. Did probably ruin it for some people.
No, it definitely did. A lot of people had.
They probably
opinions on it.
tuned out of the whole genre.
Started, people was not about.
No, and I get that. That's completely fair. But people like Snoop Dogg himself. There's an interview with Snoop Dogg. He wants to criticize the cadence of mumble rap. It's one of the oldest beats in music. It's based on a triplet. It's breaking the beat into 3 beats and then 1.
Little triplet on a snare drum there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what really took off again. But mumble rap, I think, if you want to look at it, rock running, the charts for how long, the past 30, 40 years before hip hop really took, center stage on, the Billboard charts and everything like that.
Yeah. So
wow.
Also I'm going back to shit that you've told me previously. You were yeah, there's a lot of artists that are going to take that triplet form and that mumble rap style and make it into something good, which has been happening a lot recently.
And that's what we've seen a lot.
And a lot, it's just mainstream watering shit down and making what you think that genre should sound like not be good because what the artists they choose to promote the most happen to not be the best in that category. Same with rock and roll music. A lot of your better fucking alternative rock music you won't hear on the fucking radio because that's what they choose for you to listen to is more simple shit that doesn't necessarily require it's an intellect thing.
I just honestly think,
I like
or
this
whatever
take,
you're
hot
looking
take.
for.
I honestly think that hip hop
Hot
just
take.
really had to go through its grunge and emo phase before it actually started cultivating it, and they're starting to hit.
There are good bands that make music for the radio.
Yeah, no, and
It's more palatable
and
than
that is
their other shit.
and that is
what
the
it
broad
is.
term of pop music,
might be more dumb
There
popular
are good bands.
Yeah.
pop culture, popular music,
Yeah.
I love
popular
pop.
culture.
It's just pop.
Being said.
Kings of Leon makes music for the radio. They're very good.
They do
No, Sex on
radio.
Fire. It really was.
because radio.
It's good though.
They make music for the radio that's very
Radio
good, and then
reigns
their regular songs that aren't on the radio are very good.
If anything, we should be ashamed of radio stations nowadays.
We should be ashamed of radio.
Literally on
We're
the
disappointed in you, radio.
literally on the ride here today.
You got us here, and we're disappointed in you.
Between 2 radio stations that we were listening to in his car on presets, it was the same fucking song in the same
Maybe 10 seconds apart.
maybe 10 seconds apart, and it's
There's a
just
cover of an old song as well. Is that
Exactly.
fucking zombie cover?
yeah.
Oh yeah, by the
now-
Cranberries.
Oh, God,
It's not
it's
even
bad.
necessarily radio. There's no good
I know which one
outlet
he's
to
talking about. It's
expose
bad.
people to good shit anymore. You know what I mean? Actually, going back to Adult Swim, at least when I had cable, actually exposing people to decent electronic artists and hip hop and shit.
Ooh, during
that
the
is,
bumps?
when MTV stopped, I was reading articles about how a lot of artists did get their uprising from Adult Swim.
I miss MTV. I miss MTV too. I miss music
Fuse.
videos. I miss music videos before school. I miss music videos getting off of school.
I miss Andy Milonakis being funny.
Oh yeah.
I miss a lot of that
you're only
stuff.
exposed
I mean,
to whatever you're into, and your Spotify assumes you're into because of similar categories you've already looked up. But there's no real outlet to expose you to new shit that's watch this program. Everyone's watching it from A to Z, and we're gonna throw whatever the
I
fuck.
feel
have to
like-
cycle through YouTube. That's
Well,
what I
that's
do
how
all
I
the
found
time.
K-pop though.
That's how people
just
find
by
us. Slipper House Extra Extra.
looking
Like
through
YouTube,
crap.
YouTube is home to
Yeah.
everything nowadays. You know?
Yeah.
There's still
That's where our channel's located.
when you're searching, it still narrows it down.
Right here.
There's
Wink,
still-
wink.
That's
your
right.
search
Follow
still narrows
us.
it.
Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us everywhere.
Maybe even
Follow Tyler
Instagram.
to the mall and stalk him.
I don't go to malls anymore. They're dying. You want to talk about that for a little bit and how Amazon's
I feel
Yeah,
like
you wanna-
we've talked about this.
You guys have talked about
we've
dying.
talked about dying
Yep.
malls.
All right.
Yeah, we've covered some hot topics here on the assembly.
Should we start?
So we should avoid it, like
we should avoid
like malls.
We should avoid.
Malls are for drug trafficking and orgies.
We should avoid nuts topics at all costs.
What about nuts and uzanamis?
Uzumaki?
That's too long of a pause, bud.
Umami.
That's too. You're still pausing. Good Lord, you couldn't even think of anything.
We were chilling. Oh,
yesterday. You're just gonna go into a story?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you want to start or you want me to start?
No, I'll definitely go in. So, you've seen Naked and Afraid, correct?
Yeah, I've seen
Discovery Channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good program.
Very interesting
I used to
show,
watch
right?
that show.
So, a lot of people that watch the show, you know, a lot of the question is over, I guess, the sexuality of being nude with a stranger. You know,
sure. Are the dudes out there getting chubbies?
Yeah, for 21 days.
Are they spooning? Are they? Yeah. Is he rubbing?
No, they're definitely spooning for heat and stuff. But
you know what I'm saying? Is he rubbing his soft banana?
There's a lot of hypothermia going on. You know,
all around the place.
Okay, so
it could be accidental insertion here or there. We don't know.
See,
accidental.
So we actually watched an episode yesterday. It's me and Nut here. It's
yo.
Let's see here. Season 4, episode 11.
I forgot.
The name of the episode in its Rotten Tomatoes, which I haven't checked its rating. It might be.
Sure, what's it got?
It's not fresh? Listed. It's not worth it.
It's not fresh?
It might be. I thought it was a very fresh episode. Very refreshing.
All right.
I don't like tomatoes.
It's all right.
Okay, season 4, episode 11, called Sir Thrive. Okay, because this couple here, I should call partners, maybe a couple. Okay, so
towards the end, they probably became a couple.
Let me just
assume.
RottenTomatoes.com. Let me read you their episode info. A mother of 3 joins a Green Beret for survival.
Soon to be mother of 4.
Adventure in Guyana. They face flies, venomous snakes, and caiman. Okay.
Oh, the flies too.
Michael Brown here. Michael Brown is actually a local celebrity. He's actually from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's here from the Hampton Roads area.
He's here from
Dish.
From local.
Yeah, he's in the 7 cities.
Like down the road, local, bro.
Wow.
So, you know, hometown boy. We're super proud of him being on the show.
Great.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Thanks for the representation.
Thanks, Mike.
Proud of them.
Night 2, all right.
Mike, you're a pal.
Night 2, he wasn't listening very well to his partner's needs. He was
He wasn't. He was butt naked and he was being.
Oh no! Rewind.
He was a butt naked man being butt.
They
being
started
a butt.
them off just like straight up. They just threw them in a fucking river. They met up naked in a river.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the best part of the episode. Yeah, they end up in Guyana and they meet in the middle of a river, like middle of a river, not next to the riverbank, not on the side.
He starts their introduction with a hug.
Dead center.
First off, dead ass. He go titty on titty, straight up in that shit with a hug. It proceeds. We're on night 2. She's freaking out the next morning. She's like, it was weird waking up next to him, blah, 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 blah. Me and Johnny look at each other. We go, Johnny goes, he's got a boner. I go, he had a fucking boner. And the episode progresses, and she immediately fucking makes...
Context to this though, it was night 2 in. He refused to listen to her to start a fire. He would not listen to her, so they had to cuddle for warmth. You
What's
know,
his
I mean
name?
that's obviously what it is.
Mike Boner.
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, local celeb.
Mike Boner.
Brown.
Michael B. Well, we can just go.
Michael Boner.
B, dog.
Mr. B. No, but yeah, this man. He refused to listen to her starting a fire. And the very first comment he said when he met her, you know, they do like the little personal, like they have their own camera and they're just like, this is my testimonial, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, the very testimonial cam.
Yeah, the very first thing he said was like, she seems very fit and I think this will be, you know, a good challenge with her. So obviously
he was there to see her naked.
Yeah.
And
off the
run around.
Yeah.
He was bored. He was like, let me go get some strange in the woods with this dirty girl.
And I'm going to have to say it, he was a very attractive man. He was very handsome.
They both had the same butt.
His glutes.
Wow.
His glutes out of control.
They had the same butt?
Yeah.
Talk more about that.
So if you
muscular.
I want to hear about
side by
this.
Side. Them walking side by side.
So I'm going to look up this episode and I'm going to get screenshots right here. And I'm going to throw them up on the screen and we're going to compare butts here.
So they're at the point of like the next day, she's like really uncomfortable. Like they banged for the first time, kind of uncomfortable. Me and Johnny picked up on it immediately. We start getting weak as fuck. they make this the only episode. They're like, we just found these triangles of cloth randomly in the fucking jungle for you to make for a top. So she makes a top and is wearing a fucking top all the time to quote. I'm air quoting. Feel more comfortable.
Air quotes.
But throughout their time there, they become like the sexual tension.
You think it was a plant top?
Plant top.
No, definitely, because she woke up the next morning.
They just so happened to find some cloth.
She just was really going in about how the fact that the very first night of or the second night of spooning to keep warmth of the night, it was very awkward and uncomfortable, and now she feels as if she should be clothed. And in the middle of,
I don't know what's comfortable about being in the woods naked with a stranger.
I mean, absolutely nothing. But the way she posed it obviously seemed like someone got an erection that night.
Now, and it became more evident as the episode progressed. The longer they were there, the more comfortable they seemed.
She didn't seem too opposed to it either.
Now, do you think it was a purposeful erection? You think
purposeful erection for insertion, most definitely.
And it's a hot contested topic on the show.
They were both the hottest two contestants of the entire fucking series I've seen as well. Paired up together, they did it. And you could tell as the
I don't know about the girl, but that dude was really
as the weeks progressed, they became more and more comfortable with each other, and the sexual tension rose. All the innuendos just kept flowing out. We picked up on at least 20 innuendos before the 30-minute fucking episode of the program was over.
Jeez, man.
And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna be lifelong friends," or the fuck, right towards the end. But now, that being said, they both also got infected with skin deteriorating fly disease. And
they did.
The bitch's hair was falling out, in the aftermath, that chunk. And they were both my skin is rotting from here. I have here and here just fucked. And
sounds like a great show.
It went real sexy to real disturbing real quick.
Send me this link.
Naked and Afraid is a wonderful, wonderful show.
I've seen a few episodes of it.
The episode after was contestants that didn't even have any survival skills, but they still it was a 14-dayer, and it wasn't bad.
I've watched a few seasons of it recently, and I really like it. But
I haven't watched it periodically.
It really raises a question because, that's the gimmick of the show, right? Naked and Afraid. The whole point about the show is,
I feel like I should watch it.
How much stuff can I fit in my butt?
If they sent
challenge.
I feel like it does kind of scare me. So if I watched it naked,
right,
it would be the full experience.
Being sent out into the nature.
You have to watch it naked, covered in poison ivy.
Being sent out in nature, butt naked, man. That's terrifying, man. Scratches on my butt and stuff, dude. Things crawling in places that just don't need it.
What one item would you yourself bring to Naked and Afraid? Leave comments in below. And you tell me.
That's what you think. Oh, you want the people to leave a comment?
He's already dictating your comments. Yes.
Oh, okay. People can leave a comment on what they would bring. I'd bring a single egg.
Could you give me any specific reasoning behind that answer, or are you just gonna leave it there?
I'm leaving it there.
Heard.
Leaving it dangle.
Heard. You leave it dangle. Lori, what one item?
I would bring, I think, a spoon. Just
a spoon?
Just because spoons.
Just in case I'm there with an egg.